I just want to pay tribute to Jeff Zeiss. Jeff is somebody I've known for over 10 years. Jeff passed away recently. He's a man with a lot of knowledge and passion to solve many issues in our industry. He will be sadly missed. Jeff joined in several COMIT webinars and conferences and many session discussions. He was part of the newer organisation, but yeah, tribute to Jeff. So I'm now going to hand you over to Andrew, and Andrew's going to take us through helping customers reimagine the future. Now I have to just excuse me a second. I have to disconnect my laptop because it's a very big folder, and I'll just move out of the way.
No worries.
How's that? Okay.
Hopefully it works. Afternoon, everyone. Let's hope technology doesn't let me down.
Is it all right on the other side?
Not that I work for a technology company in any shape or form. Something happening? Can you see the screen? Does that come up? That's brilliant. Okay, first test of the day. So, afternoon everyone. My name is Andrew Pestona. I'm a senior program lead leading the Oracle Industry Lab here in the UK. I guess some of you may think, well, what does Oracle have to do with engineering, construction, and some of the other industries that exist across the world? It was a good question and something that we've asked from our perspective, and hence the reason why we established the industry labs. Essentially, the industry labs for us is about testing and validation of new ideas and new technologies. Myself, having come from an industry background, I clearly recognize, and hopefully some of you will recognize, some of the challenges that you do face in bringing new ideas and innovations to market or to reality within a major infrastructure program, a construction program. I think risk is probably one of those key words that bounce around continuously. The industry lab that we've established from an Oracle perspective is very much about that. So what we want to do is work within different environments to enable, test, validate, and trial ideas. We've created these environments in places across, or spaces across the world. But before I get into where and what we do in those spaces, how are we solving those problems? I think the key for me is about that starting point. So identifying and working with our customers to identify what the problems and the opportunities. I don't really like talking about problems. It's about opportunities to get better. What we then do is look at it from the perspective of Oracle, but equally considering Oracle is not just the sole solution to everything. We work together with partner technologies to solve those problems. So what we're trying to do is go, how can we answer those questions with the Oracle technology stack, but then overlapping that with solutions that exist within the marketplace that are making groundbreaking steps in the right direction. And then how do we integrate that all in a solution that answers those challenges or answers those opportunities? And then the lab environment is that area where we can test and validate those ideas in a real world scenario. And then ultimately, what we want to do is create this environment that our customers and our partners can test, trial, and play with the technologies, learn and fail. And I think that's the critical part for us. These environments are created in a way that they resemble the real world outside. They're as close to what we can do within a lab environment. And ultimately what we want to do is deliver outcomes, bring new solutions to market in a timely manner. As I said, we've got 3 labs globally. There's one in Chicago, which was our founding lab. It started with a piece of land at the back of our Chicago office, a site cabin and some Harris fencing. And within a year, we had within a year, the business took a decision to invest further in it, and they've now got a 30,000 square foot bespoke facility. I'll just rush on forward. So that is it in Chicago. So a real flagship environment. We also have a lab in Sydney, Australia, which is solely focused on construction and engineering. And then we've got our lab that recently opened on the 5th of September in Reading. Each of the labs is a cross mix or a collaboration of different industries coming into one. So Chicago has its mix, Sydney has, and Reading has its own. I think for me, the biggest opportunity for us as a business is finding the white spaces between those industries and looking for real value in delivering outcomes that speak to multiple industries. And I think that for us will be where the greatest value, both for our customers and our partners, will come from. I won't play this full video. What I'll try and do is rush some of this across. Our lab is built on sustainable principles, so we've got 3 themes: sustainability, mobility, and accessibility. As far as possible, we've reused as much equipment on site, so we've used an old train carriage, we've reused materials, wood, construction materials, furniture, etc. The lab is also accessible as best we can, so there are no steps, there's ramp access all over, fully compliant with accessibility laws and principles. This is the train carriage arriving on site. As I said, we've got 5 business lines that feed into Reading, and we very much look to deliver outcomes. That's the Sydney lab. Again, it's a video, and I'm sure Stuart will share these videos and slides at the back end of it. Just to give you a feel for the type of companies we are working with at the moment, there is any number of names there that we are, and customers. So those are primary partner solutions, but as you can imagine, a company the size of Oracle has a significant landscape of customers and partners to deliver these outcomes. That's me, Stuart. Any questions? If anyone does want to reach out, wants to come and have a look at the site, or is interested in how you get involved with the site, please reach out to me. I'm sure Stuart will share my details post this call. Thank you for your time today, and have a good rest of your day.